Hey everybody. So moving on to day 7 post-op. You may think, well, it just sits in his bed. Well, I just got out of my bed. I got out at 4:50 in the morning because my device, my internal cardiac device, shocked me because my heart wasn't doing very well. Also, I want to point out this is going to be a rambling video because I'm just tired. But anyway, they figured out the shock was caused by electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, stuff like that. So they got that balanced and things smoothed out pretty good. One of the key medicines I usually take, metoprolol, I'm not allowed to take right now because my blood pressure gets even lower. And it's just, that's okay. Maybe I'll get back on it in the future. We'll see. I did pretty intense rounds of physical therapy. I don't like to cough if I don't have to. It hurts so bad. One round of PT. I did occupational therapy, which included going in and using the restroom, getting up, sitting down on a bench. My wife helped me get cleaned up. She really did it, basically. It was all I could do to just hold myself up and breathe. And coming back into the chair here in the room. So I just tried to do it by the book, and overall things went pretty well. The thing about getting shocked, well, it's nice to know what the culprit is. Makes me feel more comfortable. And as a matter of fact, there's this guy, I always call him Angel now because he's like one of the telemetry people who keeps an eye on my monitor. He was standing in my room. He didn't want to wake me up if he didn't need to. And I started to wake up and turn towards him, and just like that, I got shocked. So I was like, whoa. I said, I just got shocked. And he said, okay, hit your nurse's button. I'm going to stay in here with you. And he turned the lights on, stayed in with me, made sure I was okay. Just very nice of him. They did a rush job of getting my blood work, finding out what's wrong. They had already preemptively given me some potassium. They gave me a bolus of amiodarone. That's the medicine that really, really helps me. Keeps my heart in a normal rhythm. So normally I take pills orally, right? But this time they gave me a bolus, which means essentially a little IV real fast. That they can do without knowing any of the electrolytes. So they wanted to calm my heart down, get it to chill out. The shock was, like I said before, for all I know, my dog kicked me in the back, okay? So that's only the first one, though. Remember, the internal cardiac device, which is a defibrillator and a pacemaker, it will increase the potency of the shocks. And they're nasty, nasty, nasty. So they're better than getting hit with the paddles, boom, like I did before. But I just had to deal with it. I was watching all these old college football games on TV, and I literally just sat there watching the replays of these games. I've had it on since 5:30 in the morning, and it's now 9:30 at night. I've just been doing what I gotta do to keep my mind off of other things. I don't want to get into the dark areas of my mind and get scared and get into panic or whatever. So anyway, I'll leave the football game on. I'll turn it down a little bit. So I got my thing here. Right now they're doing commercials. And I'll turn down so it's just enough to hear. And I'll keep watching it, and then I'll just fall asleep. It's beautiful. And I usually get 2 hours of sleep, and then I'm hurting and need to get up. As far as the incision site, it's been ornery today. I call it therapeutic pain, basically meaning when I go through my therapies, like physical or occupational, and do things, it hurts. And I just kind of got to go with it, because if you don't do anything, it's 10 times worse. Most of you have had a muscle injury, know what happened when you get scar tissue formed and you don't keep moving your muscles until that scar tissue can heal up. That's me. Got to keep moving them. So I've done everything PT, physical therapy, and occupational therapy have told me to do. I don't care how bad I feel, because I won't get any better if I don't do it, period. There's another thing I was going to tell you. What was I going to say? Okay. I'll try to bring the camera over here. Let's make sure we don't break anything. Okay, so this is it's like a computer. We call it the controller. And this part here is the drive line that actually goes inside my chest. These are the two power control lines that provide power to the device. So you got two different batteries you can use. I wish I could reach them. So I'm going to show you my batteries, but right now you're not going to be able to see them very well. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. You probably can't see jack in there. Let's try the other one. I think that's it. Yeah, it is. See that line coming out of it? That big thick line going in? That's the drive line we were talking about right here. Right? Not this one. That's the drive line going into my body. These are the two power lines. So this little kit I have that I walk around with that powers my left ventricle assist device and keeps everything running smoothly is a 7-pound kit. So you get 2 batteries. You get more than 2 batteries, but 2 batteries when you're mobile and doing things. Presumably you take more with you in your car or whatever. And the computer is 7 pounds. What is it like having it on? It's not that big of a deal. Okay, I'm lying to you completely, but let's tell the truth. It sucks, but I'm alive. So I'll take the I'm alive part. It'll get easier. I'll get new gear, go gear, for my LVAD system that fits more comfortably. Probably end up wearing a t-shirt and a vest a lot and having my batteries and my LVAD in the vest, just keep it comfortable. I'm also still on 1, 2, actually it's really good. I'm down to 1, 2, 3 IV bags, one port site. So the whole idea is to get me down to where I have none and I'm doing all oral medication And that's one of the check marks you have to get in order to be able to go home. So the shock by my device set things back a little bit, and that's okay. I'm not worried about it. It didn't set things back much. They got on top of it so fast. I had 5 people in here immediately, and it wasn't like you're dying. It was like, why did your device shock you? We're going to find out. We want to know the answer, and we want to be able to provide you, with comfort and a solution. So they were good about that, and my hat's off to this hospital. They're great. Let's see, anything else to go over? I'm having a problem taking the potassium pills. They're literally like that big, tall. And I've been breaking them in half. The good thing is they dissolve in your mouth really fast. The bad thing is they taste wretched and they make me gag. At first it wasn't a problem, but it became more of a problem. Now, post-surgery, the first day, I was intubated. I don't know if I talked to you guys about this. And the intubation period, they started to wake me up and they said, okay, Mark, don't try to pull out your tube. It's a gradual protocol. We have to ensure that you'll be able to breathe on your own before that tube comes out. Pulling out is very bad because you can end up getting intubated while in an emergency situation. Nobody wants that. I didn't want it. But anyway, the nurse who helped me out, Bill, was fantastic. He was the coolest dude. And he told me, he said, I'm going to pull this out, and Mark, I don't know how else to put it. Your throat's going to feel really bad for a while. I'm like, that's okay, So we're getting a week out. It's gotten much better, but I'm still really tired. And the throat still feels very sore and closed more than it used to be. And I think that's one of the factors that's causing swallowing pills a problem, because I never had a problem with it before. So whatever, I'm going to have to get over that hump. It seems to help if I drink apple juice or some type of juice, because then I want the flavor of the juice and I tend to ignore the pill going down. So that's helped. I probably take, in a guesstimate range, 20 to 25 pills a day. And most of them are small. It's no big deal, And they're capsules. Those go down easy. But it's just that potassium that's just terrible. So pain has gone down. Like we talked about therapeutic pain, instead of having pain all the time, just constantly, now I have pain when I do certain things, and it can hurt really bad. I'll have to have some medicine tonight to help me sleep and get through the night. I won't, though. I will only sleep about 2 hours before I get up. The only thing I can do right now is lay on my back. I can't lay on my chest at all. If I lay on my right side, I get instant shortness of breath. If I lay on my left side, it's agonizing pain. So I guess those choices are really limited. They do turn you. They don't mean turn you on your side, but they'll come in and pick up the left side of your body, shove pillows under there to give it a break from being directly on the bed. My skin is becoming pretty sensitive. I don't want to develop any sores. And the turning process does help a lot. The one thing is it just takes a lot of time to get back to sleep. So if I sleep 2 hours, I probably will end up having to stay awake for 2 hours. And I want to just get in the chair. I'm like, get me out of this bed. But the process of getting in the chair for me is so difficult right now. it wouldn't be worth doing. I mean, I do get in the chair. I'm required to get in the chair 4 times a day. I didn't even meet that requirement. I got 3 times in today, plus physical therapy, plus the spirometer, which is a device you use that's holding up my phone right now to inhale from, and it measures how many milliliters of air you're running through your lungs at the time. So, what else can I tell you? I've been getting training every day, 1 to 2 hours of VAD training. My wife's been coming in and training with me. She's also been training for changing the sterile dressing. It's not overly complicated, but there are a certain number of things that have to be done in a certain order. And if you screw one of them up, it could be really bad, because we don't want, if an infection appears on my drive line area, it's going to be a real problem. So we don't need that. Looking at the board here, see if there's anything I've missed. Oh yeah, I've been doing VAD training every single day, hour to 2 hours. They call it teaching here, but it's what it is. It's a class. I listen, and we get to actually use actual devices like this, and plug them in. They're all functional, fully functional. Turn them on, switch from battery power. That's what I wanted to remember. I'm on battery power right now. When I go to bed, I will go to AC power. The computer itself, the control device, it has 15 minutes battery power. So if for whatever reason the power went out and I wasn't on a generator plug here in the hospital, it would be annoying, scary, but it basically would just be telling me, hey dude, put your batteries on. So you're more comfortable sleeping without the batteries. I figured that probably makes a lot of sense. So, I can't think of anything else. I feel as tired as I did yesterday, but I did more, so that encourages me, because it tells me that being tired is not an issue, if you don't overdo it, of course. And the goal isn't to make me not tired, it's to make me well. So, you don't get better by laying in a bed, but you do need your sleep. So you got to get that sleep in at the very least. Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to call it a good here. I want to say thank you for watching and the comments you've been dropping, and for hanging out and paying attention, helping me out with what I'm going through. Especially my family and friends, but also my YouTube family. You guys are great. It amazes me to think that I started all this in 2016. I wasn't sure. Or was it 2017? I can't remember. Anyway, I didn't think I'd be here that long, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't care if only 200 people watch my video. I care more about the people who might need to get an LVAD or have dilated cardiomyopathy, that needs to see the reality, but also the hope of the situation. And the hope is me being home next week. That's the hope. And if that happens, I'll be very, very happy. So I'm going to keep doing my work and do my hard work to get there and see what I can arrange. And maybe I'll get out next week. I'm not optimistic about it, I'm not going to lie, okay? So I've got a lot to do still physically. But I'm only taking it one step at a time. Been able to see my wife for training every day kind of ratcheted my tension down. But I appreciate your comments. I hope you get something useful out of these videos. That's the main thing. I've been a teacher since 2006. I just can't stop having teaching moments. Every day of our life, we can share something we learned or did with another. If you got nephews, nieces, cousins, Family, a lot of times they're younger than you, they're ignorant of something, and you have the experience. You can talk to them about it. Don't shove it down their throat. Just talk to them about it. And listen. After that, listen a lot. Because being heard by somebody younger than us is one of the most important things we can do. So listen. The parents are the ones who dish out all the, I don't know why this came to my mind, no pain, no gain. No, but the parents are the ones that are the rule keepers, the gatekeepers, the disciplinarians. Uncles, aunts, cousins, those are the ones that listen and make suggestions. And you can even do that with friends and children of your friends. So, if you think something's not quite right, ask and see what they say. And don't put them on the spot, but, get them involved in a conversation. I'm just amazed at how much kids like that, and adults as well. So it's not just the kids. All right. I'm signing out. I'm going to watch some more football, call my wife. Should be having my nursing here in 15, and I'm going to go to bed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later, Gadgeteers.